The WNBA All-Star Draft was fun between Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier, the team captains picking the players, picking the rosters. But the most interesting aspect was the coach swap, because Clark traded Cheryl Reeve, who was the coach of her team, or was to be the coach of her team, to Collier for Sandy Brondello, the coach of the New York Liberty.
The sweet flavor of justice. The WNBA All-Star Game just got a serious upgrade in drama. And make no mistake, Caitlin Clark is done playing nice. While the spotlight was on draft picks and roster strategy, Clark made a bold, game-changing move. In a stunning twist, she ousted Cheryl Reeve from her coaching role, savagely and with undeniable flair.
Caitlin Clark just made the funniest All-Star selections ever. She just picked her friends. She picked her friends. She made sure she picked no ops, as people like to call them. She made sure there were no ops on her team. If she's played with a player before, like Sonia Citron, she picked her. Gabby Williams. She picked nobody that's tweeted a negative thing about her. She's picked nobody that has said a negative thing about her in the media. She picked none of her rivals.
This wasn't just some routine trade, folks. This was Caitlin Clark making a statement. I'm done with your negativity, Cheryl. I'm taking control of my future. After everything Reeve put her through, the Olympic snub, the passive-aggressive tweets, the constant undercutting, Clark finally got her moment. And she used it to send a clear message about exactly what she thinks of Reeve's coaching credentials.
The first time I've ever seen this, man. The first time out of all the times I've seen where two star players are picking up players, they ask for a trade, or the media person asks for a trade, and they're talking about trading the coach.
Let's be real. This trade was personal. Caitlin Clark knew exactly what she was doing when she locked eyes with Nafisa Collier on live ESPN and declared, I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. We already decided, we're trading coaches. The confidence, the audacity, the sheer boss energy radiating from that moment, it was everything Clark fans have been waiting for.
Here, Caitlin, you said you might be aggressive on the trade market once this opened up. Is there any player that you're looking to get to? And remember, it has to be apples to apples trade here. Starter for starter, reserve for reserve. The good news is you can't go wrong with this type of talent. Anyone looking to make a deal here?
To be completely honest, I love my team. I think they're great. I don't have any intentions of really trading any of them. I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. Fee's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello.
Cheryl Reeve thought she could just coast through the All-Star game, probably assuming Clark would quietly accept her as coach and play nice. Wrong. Caitlin Clark doesn't forget, and she definitely doesn't forgive. Especially not coaches who spend more time trying to tear down the league's biggest star than building her up.
Clark was supposed to be coached by Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve. Nafisa Collier was supposed to be coached by New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello. They swapped coaches. Cheryl Reeve, dodged the bullet. Thank God I don't need to coach Caitlin Clark, man. Man, I can't deal with that. I would have had to swallow so much pride, I can't do that. Fee, she probably called him the Fee, talk to Caitlin, please. I can't coach her, I can't do it. This book's about to come out. You know what they're going to be saying if I'm coaching Caitlin Clark and the book's out? Oh, God. Fee, please.
The history between these two, absolutely toxic. And Clark had finally had enough. Remember when Reeve was out there tweeting 12 players, 12 teams, #Thu is more than one player, right as Clark was rewriting the record books? Or when she suddenly had no comment on Clark's Olympic snub, even though she was literally the Team USA head coach? Reeve spent months positioning herself as Clark's biggest hater, constantly downplaying her achievements and redirecting the spotlight away from her unprecedented impact on the game.
Of course, Reeve is Collier's head coach for the Minnesota Lynx, so that makes sense. But the drama is going to come from Reeve having previously been critical on social media about the amount of attention Clark received relative to the rest of the league, not to mention being the coach of Team USA that Caitlin Clark was so famously snubbed from.
If you're enjoying this ride, don't forget to subscribe. But here's the thing about champions, they have long memories. Caitlin Clark remembered every slight, every passive-aggressive dig, every moment Reeve tried to make her feel small. So when Clark finally had the power to make a move, She didn't hesitate. The trade was surgical. Clark swapped Cheryl Reeve for Sandy Brondello, the New York Liberty coach who just led her team to back-to-back finals appearances. That's not just a trade, that's an upgrade. From a coach who criticized her on social media to one who actually knows how to win when it counts. And Brondello's reaction? Perfect. Her teenage son texted her, "Mom, you got traded." She laughed. She embraced it. That's the kind of energy Clark wants around her team. No drama, no ego, just elite basketball and a championship mindset.
Like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. So wait, Caitlin Clark had Chrissy Sides, who never let her. Okay, now she's got Stephanie White, who wants to do off ball. Oh, okay. And now Sadie Bardell's like, wait, oh, I could show Caitlin what she's been missing this whole entire. I can set up an offense like. Oh, here comes recruitment year of 2020.
Meanwhile, Cheryl Reeve had to sit there and watch as Caitlin Clark effectively fired her, live on national television. The same woman who once thought she could control the narrative around Clark's career just got outplayed by the very player she tried to undermine. You could practically see the steam rising as she realized she'd been outmaneuvered by someone half her age, with twice the media savvy. But let's shift the spotlight to Clark's stacked roster, because this move wasn't just about cutting ties with a toxic coach. Clark built herself a championship-caliber squad. Just look at this lineup: Aya Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Sada Sabaly, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Gabby Williams, Jackie Young, and more. This isn't just an all-star team, it's a super team, handpicked to dominate.
Caitlin Clark actually has a complete roster to start her team. She's got Caitlin Clark at the 1, Sabrina Ionescu at the 2, Satu Sabali at the 3. She must have heard the chatter in the offseason of fans saying, let's get Satu Sabali. I'm just saying, she might have heard a thing or two. We got AB at the 4 and Asia Wilson at the 5. Starters for starters, this should be a victory. I know it's the All-Star game.
Clark made sure to take care of her own first, because in her world, loyalty goes both ways. She used the number 1 overall pick to select Aaliyah Boston, sending a clear message: I look out for the people who've had my back. Then, with her first reserve pick, she locked in Kelsey Mitchell, keeping the Indiana Fever's dynamic backcourt duo intact for the All-Star stage. And the strategy? Absolutely brilliant. Clark surrounded herself with proven winners and elite talent at every position. Aya Wilson brings 3 MVP titles and championship pedigree. Sabrina Ionescu adds elite shooting and ice in her veins clutch instincts. Sada Sabaly brings versatility, length, and international experience. This team isn't here to participate, it's built to win, but what really sets it apart? Clark didn't just throw stars together. She built a roster with chemistry, balance, and that rare competitive fire that separates contenders from champions. These aren't just individual talents, they're players who elevate each other. And that's the kind of team that doesn't just shine, it dominates.
It was a lot of fun, and Caitlin Clark also wound up with all of the Fever members on her squad as well, meaning Aaliyah Boston, Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell will be a trio in Indianapolis for All-Star. So that's the way it went down. Here are the teams. You can see Caitlin Clark celebrating what she was able to accomplish here. Clark, Boston, Ionescu, Wilson, Sabali, Mitchell, Gabby Williams. I love Gabby Williams. What a player. Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafen, Jackie Young, Thornton, Kayla Thornton from the Valkyries. So Clark should have a very fast